Come on.
That's Bloody Mary in the flesh.
What am I, 5?
Alright, guys. I'm back coming at you with my Coke for my senior pictures. They gave us this nice.
Oh, yeah, he had senior pictures, but
I hated them. They're awful. But you know, I'm happy. I got my little bottle. Expressions, as you can see. So you hype for this top 10 scary videos you should not watch after 10 p.m.?
oh, 10 p.m.
Oh, that's not scary.
The best time to watch this stuff. But
3 a.m. is the best stuff.
I'm ready to get into this. You ready?
Of course.
Okay.
Team Prowler. When this
love
unknown
Chill's
individual
voice.
dressed in black clothing snuck around back to try and enter in this home, the homeowner was watching. Published to YouTube by CBS Miami in January of 2019. This attempted home entry was caught on a Ring camera in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Oh,
The
gosh,
video
Fort
shows the
Lauderdale.
would-be burglar trying the handle on the back door. After he
Crazy.
struggles with it, he
Trust
walks
me, I
towards the
know, they're
window, but that's when a
thieves.
voice from above gives
I
him a
see.
jolt. Watching on surveillance, the homeowner says hello to the
shit.
prowler and asks what he is doing.
Hello?
Wow.
What the f you doing? Gotta hear you.
That's probably the guy I'm talking about. That's probably him.
But he doesn't stick around to answer.
He's
He
still-
hurries off and jumps the fence. Hopefully, this was a
Wait, that's
lesson
how it
learned
tastes,
to
right?
not
It's-
try this again. Number 14, the flaming tornado. Filmed in Canada, this footage has some wondering if this is real. Posted by
That looks so
TikToker
creepy.
Flamecatcher
That's what it's
2
called,
in
isn't it?
short. It is very real, but super rare. Popular Mechanics explains that they are produced by
Wow.
heat plumes stretching miles into the atmosphere and
A fire
colliding.
tornado?
Only a few
Like-
anomalies
That's
have
what
been
I'm
recorded
using in
prior to
games.
this eerie clip. In fact, over the last several years, there have been a number of sightings both in 2018 and 2019. As they become more prominent, scholarly papers investigate how they are formed. This is but one case of it being caught on video, and has some TikTokers thinking this is the most terrifying thing ever. Master Sloth Gaming
kinda looks
asks,
cool, but
has
I shouldn't
anyone
say that.
tried turning the world off and back on again? Now that's a valid question. Number 13, Gremlin. That thing you see out of the corner of your eye shouldn't be trusted. Posted by FingerLongJumping804 to the Ghosts subreddit. This looks more like a gremlin than a spirit. The video shows a man just trying to go about his day, taking out the trash. But as he opens the door, this strange small shadow leaps into view and quickly disappears out of the frame. The guy doesn't appear to see the figure in reality as he opens the door. Redditor Joey Josie suggests that someone just threw a piece of clothing across the room. Others think it's a gremlin.
Clothing.
Some who've slowed the clip down note that the figure appears transparent, but perhaps the best theory comes from Pantless Weekends, who writes, "Trash bag was taken out, but its soul remained in the house. Better kick that to the curb too, before it stays for good." Number 12, Gongoy. If you encounter a child spirit, be wary. Posted to Facebook by the most haunted places in Pakistan in August of
What is that?
2019.
That looks
This
so
video is actually
fake.
based in Thailand and
What is
surrounds the
jumping around like
mythological
that?
spirit of Gongoy. The dark-haired sprite is said to be humanoid and
That looks like some
child-sized.
editing. Like,
She
what,
hops
baby?
around on one
Like,
leg and screams
huh?
out Gongoy, which is the source of her name. This video purportedly shows that creature at the edge of a Thai
She a
field in the
rabbit?
darkness of night. You at first see the figure's dark hair as it's still
Yeah, nice.
hunched over near the grass, but then it appears to become alert to the presence of others nearby as it stands up and starts
Shoulda hit
hopping
it.
away on its single leg. If you're watching this video after 10 p.m., your nightmares will probably be populated by strange Dali-esque creatures like these.
I don't-
Hopefully, they're
think I
not
see
running
bunnies much.
towards you. Number
Don't even look
11,
real.
Midnight
doesn't.
Snack. Hungry for a midnight snack?
Oh,
This
Nice picture.
video will get you over your nighttime hunger.
He likes
Published to YouTube in
old-fashioned type
August
of
of
stuff.
2020, Paranormal Nightmares explains,
Too much
my
stuff
husband
everywhere
got
for
up
me.
to grab a bowl of cereal, and we had the
Definitely-
security
definitely in the
cam
morning.
recording in our kitchen because earlier in the day a cupboard opened on its own. We decided to record overnight, but this happened and it scared him. In the video, the dude is nonchalantly making himself a bowl of cereal as mentioned, but when he goes to grab the milk from the fridge, the
Wash your
cereal
hands,
box
sir.
moves clear across the counter on its own.
Oh, he's probably like
Selling on Amazon has been
I'm moving like a couple
instrumental of our success.
3 feet.
We are able to watch our
Surprised, the man brushes it off, but as he
Right, he
pours
thinks
his
he's probably,
milk,
like,
the box
sleepy.
moves slightly, and when he returns to the
I think
fridge,
he
it
thinks he's
slides
going
clear across
crazy.
the counter again, finally
What the
falling to the
heck?
floor. Needless to say, this guy takes this as his cue to
Dude.
book it out of the kitchen.
He's like, yeah,
Many
I'm not
I've been
YouTubers
like,
tripping.
yeah,
advise
Ghost,
this
you
poor
trying to
haunted
play.
couple to move, while others are more worried about
can't do
whether
what a
or
cereal
not the
box
guy
is.
eventually got his cereal, because you know, priorities.
kinda
Number
believe that
10,
one.
in the dark. All
That's not
that's
fun,
hidden
though,
in the shadows may surprise you. Posted to the Chills Narrator subreddit,
Doesn't
Rob
jail.
Impulse writes, newest Sidemen Sunday video. It looks like they don't notice this person standing up leaning against the wall. What person is he talking about? Rob explains that the video only shows the 7 sidemen in orange jumpers, but around 30 minutes into the video, this guy appears hidden in the dark. Redditor Mitch's Microwave
anything.
asks if it could be a bodyguard or cameraman, but Rob says the crew weren't wearing orange jumpers, only the sidemen were. So who is this, and why
Chill's
is he
voice
hiding
gets me
here?
every time.
I think this one might actually be paranormal. Number 9. Don't mean to intrude. This Redditor was seeing shadows moving from room to room throughout his home. He wanted to capture the phenomenon on video, so he set up a security camera. This is what he found. Posted to the Ghosts subreddit by GusBR89. The Redditor asks fellow Redditors to explain the following 2 surveillance videos. The first video shows a strange light anomaly coupled with a shadow distortion. The second video is taken that same evening and shows an orb float across the screen. Most assume the orb is dust, but others are curious about the shadow disturbing the first video. Redditor Cloudette
Looks like
says it
some
looks
light.
like an intruder. Well, Yetin admits it certainly looks like something, though no
No,
Redditor
it looks
really
like
has a clear
nothing.
answer
That's
as
the
to
light
what
ghost.
this exactly is. The Redditor says this is not the only paranormal experience he's had in the place. He's
Like
heard
some wind just
footsteps, a
blew-
child's
like,
laughter,
they had, like, a
and even has a
curtain or
witness to
something.
one of these shadows passing directly in front
Oh,
of
look
them.
at the cat.
Well, all of this is
Aw.
upsetting. Many are more afraid of the doll, and nevertheless, this video appears to convincingly show something paranormal. Number 8, Mary in the Forest. If you don't believe in witches, history tells us that at some point many did, and innocent people had their lives taken because of it. Published to YouTube in August of 2020, Exploring with Danny writes, the trials of the Pendle witches in 1612 are among the most famous witch trials in English history, and some of the best recorded of the 17th century. The 12 accused lived in the area surrounding Pendle Hill in Lancashire, and were charged. Danny explores this historical area in the darkness of night, going through the flooded grounds of the forest, alongside old stone fences, above and beyond the history. The forest is spooky in and of itself. Not only do animals regularly wail while Danny enters the forest, but the remoteness, the wind and rain, and the strange and random items he comes across makes for an even spookier encounter.
That's something I
He
would do.
first comes across a bathtub filled with dirt and a red
heck no.
liquid. Still, he enters deeper in the
Take it back.
forest, only to say Bloody Mary 3 times into a mirror posted up on a tree.
Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.
And
I
look
like
who
the
appears
fact that-
behind him in the
Bloody
mirror.
Mary.
Once Danny
Bloody
sees
Mary.
Mary, he starts to wander in the forest, looking for her. Whatever this is chases Danny out of the forest when he at last
Yeah, come on. Come on.
That's Bloody
That-
Mary in the flesh.
What am I, 5? Like, no.
drives to his car. You think he's finally safe. Think again. If this is
Bruh.
Come and play with us, Daddy.
What was that?
doesn't make you fear ever going to this location, what will? Number 7, Asylum 49. If you had a chance to visit a haunted hospital,
I would.
you?
Yes, definitely
YouTubers
would.
Ogden Paranormal became this
she
haunted
trying to get
hospital's reluctant patron.
If you ever want me to visit somewhere haunted, just let me know.
Don't let me know.
I would definitely be up for it.
Take one of her friends.
When they stepped into Asylum 49, published to YouTube in September of 2019, Ogden Paranormal wrote, The old 2L Hospital is one of the most haunted places in Utah, if not the most haunted. This location was made famous by the Ghost Adventures crew, who have now visited twice due to the incredible evidence they captured the first go-around. Ogden has investigated this place several times, and this time they returned to investigate who or what scared them out of the place years prior. A little background on the old 2L Hospital. As one of Utah's major paranormal sites, the underfunded hospital was without a morgue, leaving the passed away stacked and waiting for their paperwork. Patients have stuck around the place, showing themselves even to those retired folk who resided in and what remained of the building. It's said that sightings of ghost children often precede someone's passing. Others believe the child ghosts are actually demons, and they aren't the only spirits that appear there. A nurse in white roams the hallways, a man dressed in black appears at 3 a.m., and a little girl has been known to appear and then vanish. So who did Ogden Paranormal encounter during their investigation? Let's see firsthand. Granted, this asylum has been turned into a haunted house, so much of the creepiness you see in the video
Comment down below. Do you think like that's a real person or like an inside? I don't know.
No.
It just looks like somebody was acting out. And like they just had like a disfigured head or something. No offense, just saying.
set up to appear that way, but other things can't really be explained. About 4 minutes in, they head into the nursery, where a creepy old lady statue is posed. They are alone back here, or so
Look at
they
the
think.
statue. I'm like, it
Look
don't
at the
look like
window
a
to the left.
person.
Something passes beyond, creating a shadow
little
figure
creepy
in the
too.
frame. It moves out of frame once they come nearer the old lady. Later on, two of the crew see a figure down one hallway. As they're slowly making their way down the hallway, a giggle is heard in one of the rooms. The room is empty apart from some freaky mannequins.
Where you at, Wes?
Later, while all gathered
I
in a
would
conference
most
room,
definitely
they hear
go there.
footsteps.
I'm good. That looks like some creepy place.
It's pretty cool.
Have you not moved?
Step right now to hear one
You guys
noise.
heard those footsteps over here, right?
Like,
I thought that was
see
you,
ya
man.
later.
During their ghost box session, spirits are responding with frequency. One tells them good luck repeatedly. And one of the spirits brings up Skittles, which had been part of the conversation on a previous visit to the asylum. Little anomalies and disembodied breathing are also heard throughout the investigation. Makes you wonder, are there spirits here? Or are these mannequins
keep
about to
showing
come
this
to
statue?
life? Number 6, under the bed. Some folks are good narrators getting carried away by their own storytelling. This one should have noticed how true her story was. This video was originally posted to TikTok by Briar May. In the video, Briar is telling a creepy story while sitting on her bed, as she describes how her stepsister used to wait under her bed and grab her ankles. The camera pans back to capture her bedroom door slamming closed at the most inopportune moment, heightening the fear of the horror story. But don't be distracted by the sound. Look under the bed. Her room is not empty after all. Is that Briar's stepsister? Or are her
She's
ankles
definitely
about to be grabbed by the true
Like,
blue monster
girl,
under the bed?
how
This is a
young
horror
are
story
we?
come to life. I just hope everybody was alright. Number
chilling,
5, mannequin head. On occasion, don't believe what you see. Sometimes your eyes really can deceive you. TikToker Rebecca explains that a previous video that appeared to show a child at the window in this haunted mansion was
he
actually
looks
just
adorable.
a prop.
Probably
It's
set him
like-
up there.
It looks like a picture just was posted to the window. As a person who's grown up and seen,
Oh, walk it in.
prop.
spirits and stuff, is like like a child. Like I want to say like 4 or 5 years old when I started seeing spirits. They don't look that. Come on, if you've seen spirits, when did they ever look this clear? Like it was like
That is
colorful,
true.
colorful. Seriously, dude.
Oh, yeah, she is, right?
TikTokers urged Rebecca to call the authorities, saying it looked
Like-
like this individual was
like
being held
what?
captive. But when Rebecca
And then
zooms
it's
in
like
on
a
the
little
window
doll
in
baby
question,
smiling.
the
Like
head
Ma-
is
like Michael
clearly that
Jackson.
of a mannequin. Some still find the catch extremely jarring. Kat writes, "You zoomed in and my heart just stopped." Some thank Rebecca for giving viewers closure, while others say it's even scarier knowing it's a mannequin.
Right, I know
Real or
it's fake. I'm
not,
like, that's not
whoever
real.
placed
I've
this thing
seen
here has a dark sense
whatever.
of humor. Number 4,
A very dark
secret
review.
rooms. Secret rooms are usually viewed as whimsical, but they can also be terrifying. Tati explains that her brother's room had always had a gross smell in it, so the family brought a guy in to check it
Joking.
out. What he found is straight out of the movie Saw. Two
Ooh.
hidden rooms were discovered through the wall of
Forgot
a
about the movie.
storage room on the side of their house. 2 rooms that they didn't even know existed. The rooms were
Wow.
linked to her brother's closet. Once they removed the shelves in the closet, they found a loose wall, opened it with a hanger, and discovered this mini door behind it. They opened it to find the 2 rooms. The rooms are quite spacious. Tati claims the floors were covered with dirt and grime and had been soaked in bleach by the guy. What did the previous homeowners have to hide away in these hidden rooms? We'll never know, and
That
maybe
is-
we don't want
That's
to.
weird.
Number 3,
Bleach, you're
ritual
about to clean up
home.
something.
An abandoned home with a tragic past turned into ritual grounds for secret groups.
Oh, like a
Sounds
nice
like a
house.
recipe for disaster. Published to YouTube by Steve Ronan in September of 2020. This paranormal investigation looks inside the Devil's Home, as it's so called. According to Ronan, this millionaire's mansion was built in the 90s, but the family who was to live here passed away before it was finished. First off, although it's an abandoned mansion, the power is still on. While wandering the house, they hear disembodied voices, but it's this pentagram in one of the rooms that gives them pause.
I'm not messing with a pentagram. Sorry.
I don't know. Or like the little girl.
No, remember we was watching what's that show? And they had like that, the weird people were coming through. But oh my, you remember the wolves and stuff?
I think I do. They had a boy in it.
Yeah, I mean it was the wolves in the. I can't remember what it was.
They
called.
was it wolves or what? Is it wolves?
No wolves.
Walls. Wait, wait.
No, they turned into wolves. They turned into wolves. It was Secret Society on Netflix.
Oh, wolves. Wolves. I don't know.
They turned into wolves. Yes.
The Order.
Yeah. There we go. The Order. Remember in the Order they had that. Remember they had a pentagram and they were trying to contact their friend or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. He literally had like the longest nap like for 7 hours and yet he's sleepy. But we'll get back to the video.
They place an REM pod in the middle and it goes wild. Is something nefarious at home here? It certainly seems so. Number 2, ghost in the window. You may think you're alone, but are you really? Posted to TikTok by Tayasha, this one is bound to give you the heebie-jeebies. On what looks to be a stormy night, the TikToker is walking around an abandoned building when she spots this in the window. The dark-haired figure appears ghoulish, staring out at the passerby. What do you think this mystery figure wants, and who is it waiting for? This has either gotta be the paranormal or a very elaborate hoax. There's
I think
simply
like
no
just
in
some
between.
dark plant sitting
I've
up.
got a challenge for you. Since you've made it this far, why not like this video and hit subscribe in the next 5 seconds? Because we upload a new scary video every week. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. Number 1, ghost ship spirit. When you investigate haunted places, expect to be followed home. Posted to the Chills Narrator subreddit, So That's Scary claims a spirit from a ghost ship followed them home. Originally published to YouTube by STK Paranormal in September of 2020, the YouTuber explains, there is a lot of strange things happening outside, which we really do think is directly related to a spirit named George that followed us home from an investigation. So what happened? Robert explains in the video that ever since the team investigated the USS Edson, they've been encountering the spirit of George. The security footage shows a shadow appearing to knock on their door. According to Robert, they heard 3 knocks inside as this occurred. The spirit threw rocks, appeared as orbs in their photos, and spoke to them via EVP. This is when they set up security cameras and caught this on video. George shows up in the form of bright orbs, invariably a black shadow orb, which seemingly causes a chair to move. Next, the kickstand on the bike goes up of its own accord. The spirit is wild, but perhaps he just wants to be friends.
It's like out
On the
the
other
frame.
hand,
I don't
he's
know.
throwing rocks. Who knows what he wants? Thanks for checking out this video. Be sure.
So, what do you think about this? It was better than this. We originally recorded another video for you guys. It was a haunted TikTok video, but right, it was trash. It was
Trash.
not haunted whatsoever.
There was just
So,
special people just doing special stuff.
right, was this one better or?
I guess yeah, this one was better. I don't say scary, but some of them were scary in this one, but not all of them.
I like this one. I especially like chills, but I'm confused. Like, this is top. Okay. It doesn't even look like his channel.
It's not his channel.
That's what I'm like. Wait, so
You
why?
should probably go to Chills, actually his actual channel.
I mean, I know his channel. So I'm like, it doesn't look like his channel. So why is it? That's weird. So I mean, I guess he thought it was his channel because
I
he
didn't
said you
think it
should
was
go to
his
his channel. But I mean, anyways, do you have anything else you gotta say about the video?
No.
Okay, so we do have another upload for you guys coming tomorrow. So please stay tuned, subscribe down below, and we'll see you, I guess, tomorrow. Bye.